الورد مروجا 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 أورق الغيم مروجا مروجا والتقى الورد مروجا.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Zahira Bam Ismail, and as always, I'm so glad to be sharing this time with you. We spoke about self-care, about self-love, of understanding where our own toxicity lies, of fixing ourselves more than anything else. But the one thing that would be remiss not to discuss would be setting boundaries. So many of us have been raised to think that if we just do for others, people will like us, and if people like us and are happy with us, then that's all that matters. But in that people pleasing and trying to make everyone happy, all we've taken away is from ourselves. All we've taken away is from knowing who we truly are, what we truly enjoy, where we truly should be. We talk all the time about wanting relationships where people are authentic, where people are sincere, where people are real. But how often are we giving it if we're just wanting to make everyone happy? The truth of it is you're never going to make everyone happy, and that's perfectly fine. Not every single person is going to like you, and that's perfectly fine. Our lives are not meant to be a popularity contest. We have to live in a way that's authentic, that's sincere, that's truthful, so that we are answerable for what we do and how we interact with others. I want to say that it doesn't take away from the fact that we should be polite and we should be kind, because that's how we're raised. We need to be kind and we need to be polite to people because that's the bare minimum. But you don't have to go out of your way when you feel your boundaries are being violated. And this topic of boundaries has come up so often. But it's something that we need to ensure that we should be comfortable to be able to say no without giving excuses as to why we're saying no. If something doesn't resonate with you, if there's a place that you need to be at that you know will not be good for your soul, it's okay to say no. And the first few times, people will be upset. And they'll be upset the second time and the third time and the fourth time. And eventually, they'll start realizing that you have boundaries and that there's a value to you. And they will start respecting those boundaries. And they won't take it for granted. I often have women saying to me, when I'm kind and I'm nice to everyone, they just take me for granted. And when people say no, they respect them a lot more and they will never take them for granted. But you teach people how to treat you. You teach people how to respect you. You teach people how to interact with you. So when you put those boundaries into place, you do it with a dua as well, that Allah keeps those that are good for you around you, and that Allah gives you everything with khair and afiyah. Don't be afraid to say no. The people that were there, that were using it for their benefit, will filter away, and alhamdulillah for you for that. Our circles get smaller, and alhamdulillah for that too. There's blessings and khair in all of it. But don't be afraid to start saying no. Don't be afraid to start setting your boundaries, because you need to be able to do things that resonate with you. When you start doing things that resonate well with your soul, it creates those safe spaces for you. It creates environments within which you are going to thrive, not just grow, but thrive. It creates and opens up doors for you that brings people in that will help you grow, that will help you learn, that will help you make the magic in your life. I keep saying we've got one chance at this. We don't come back to get to do this again. You are going to be answerable for the time you spent. You're going to be answerable for what you did during that time. So choose it wisely. And when you start putting healthy boundaries into place for yourself, you start seeing how easily and how quickly you grow, how you start attracting the right tribe, people around you that you don't have to walk on eggshells with. We all want to be in environments where what we say, we can say in a respectful manner, but it's accepted like that. It's accepted with the respect that it deserves. And you can have healthy discussions where you see things as not criticism all the time, but you see things as healthy feedback where you can grow. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always choose the best of people around for us. May Allah surround us by good friends, by good family, and so give us the strength to be able to live authentically, to be able to live sincerely, and to be able to live true to who we are, so that every single day, as we find our journey and we walk, we find a little step a little bit easier. We can only know where we're going if we understand where we come from. But understanding where we come from also means we need to take responsibility. We need to take responsibility for our own actions. We need to take responsibility for being able to fix ourselves. And we need to take responsibility for where we currently are now and understand that every part of our journey is built on faith, it's built on hope, it's built on du'as, and it's built on our mindful actions if we want to get to the end of it in a good manner. Those boundaries are not a bad thing. Put them in place, inshallah, and start seeing the effects of the positivity around you. Make your niyyah that this is where you want to grow, where you want to fix things, and how you want to heal yourself. It all ties into loving ourselves a little bit better so that we can be more self-aware, so that our journey becomes a more mindful one. Shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
الورد مروجا 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 أورق الغيم مروجا